Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with Donna. Today I am making up some vegetable beef soup. As we know, the cool weather falls up on us. We're all looking for soups, and this is one I definitely make up. It's still hot here in Texas, but we want vegetable beef soup, so I am making some. Everything you will be needing is in the description. Okay, here in my pot I have a couple tablespoons of oil, and I have some stew meat that I diced up really small, as you can see there. Little tiny pieces. See there, just little pieces. If you cut them bigger, you just have to let it cook longer. That's just the only difference. But I'm going to cook this up. It's going to start releasing its juices. It's going to take a while to get it brown, so probably it's going to take a while, just until all that water evaporates off the meat and it starts frying, gets a nice brown color to it, and we'll get our onions and our garlic added to it. Alright. Okay. It took maybe just 8 minutes for that water to evaporate off there. Took about 5 minutes. Now you can saute your onions in another pot if you wanted to. I never do that. I just let this get just a little brown there, and then I'll get it to the side. And if you need more oil, just add a little bit more. You don't want a whole lot of oil in your soup. And I'll add my onions. And I'm just gonna just move this around a little bit. Try to keep it separate from the onions. And just let those onions cook there, maybe 3 minutes or so. Okay. Get all that yumminess on the bottom there. I just stirred my onions right into that meat. Now I'm going to add my garlic. Don't let that burn. Keep stirring it. We'll go about a minute on the garlic. My water evaporated off the meat quick, because these Dutch ovens carry good heat. But keep that stirring once you get that garlic in there. Is that steaming up again? No? Okay, now I'm going to add in my beef broth. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is just let this meat get nice and tender. It just depends on how high your heat is. But I'm going to cook this just until this meat gets tender. Because after that we'll cook it. After we add our veggies, it's still going to have some more cooking time. And I have this chopped up really well. My celery. And my tomato, crushed tomatoes. And we're just going to let this cook. And I did lightly salt my meat as I was frying it. Now I'm going to put my lid on. You can always add salt and pepper. Well, I already have my pepper. I'm forgetting my seasonings. So excited about soup, I forgot to add my seasonings. There's my seasonings. I'll end up tasting the soup. We'll all sit down to eat and be like, this ain't the soup you always make. Kick myself. Curtis, you usually notice, Mom, your seasonings. Okay, we got everything in there. We'll add the rest of the vegetables in there after that meat gets nice and tender. Like I said, I'm going to cook mine to just a light boil. Cover it up and let it go. Okay, friends, mine cooked about almost 70 minutes. Just a little over an hour. It depends on how tender do you want that meat. We like ours tender. Now we're going to get our vegetables in here, and we're going to let it cook just until our potatoes get tender. And I like to use Yukon Gold, the Yukon Golds, because they don't disintegrate or fall all apart because it is soup. Soup will continue to cook even if you take it off the burner because, you know, it's a pot of soup. It's going to keep cooking. So I cut my potatoes small. Everything in here is cut tiny. Okay. And like I said, you're basically cooking this just until your vegetables are to your liking. But I always like to turn it off when they start to get tender because it's going to keep cooking, as I said. And the good thing about the Yukon Golds is they don't fall apart like a russet would because they hold their shape. They won't fall apart on you. But don't that look good? Look at there. But make sure when you're doing your meat, guys, leave that lid on because you don't want this evaporating. We're going to put our lid back on, bring it back up to a gentle boil, probably a good 15-20 minutes, and we're going to have some soup. Okay, my friends, there's the soup. Don't forget to remove your bay leaves, and we are fixing to have some soup, and I'm going to taste it with y'all. Curtis does not want to taste it because he knows there's onions in here. I want a piece of that meat. And I got some crackers laid out there so y'all can see what we're having with it. All those vegetables and that tender meat, especially when it starts getting cold, you can sip that out of a mug with that nice tasty broth. But there it is. I hope you guys enjoy. And please like and subscribe as always. Help get me out there. And we will see you guys next Sunday. Stay blessed. Take care. See y'all later. Love you. Bye-bye.